Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Billy Goat's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Goat, and we got a message for you. All right, so this is part 2 from yesterday's message, okay? And if you're just not coming across this video, there is a part 1, okay? The part 1 is called, They Didn't Ascend, or something like that. They were too toxic for you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They were too toxic for you. They didn't ascend when they were supposed to. Okay? So, and my phone ran out of storage, so we should be good now. Okay? What's today? So, what's next for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Holy Spirit. What's next for Capricorn? Post that. And again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This could be past, present, or future information for you. Okay. Timeless reading, regardless of when you're coming across this. Okay. So, solar plexus here. So, engaging in some shadow work here to work on like because you know your solar plexus is where your confidence is. So due to dealing with this energy that was unhealed and wasn't very stable, maybe when it came emotionally, you know, they could have made you feel down and out about yourself. Okay. Sacrifice. So, and mental conflict. So basically, whoever this is that was supposed to be your divine counterpart and or a partner in a business with you, whether this was a family, a friend, or in a romantic sense, or whatever the case may be, they weren't willing to make the necessary sacrifice for this connection, right? Or you weren't. Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit, okay? Yeah, it's just like, you know, so instead of making the necessary sacrifice, it's like they went towards whatever was easier, or you did. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit, okay? Memories of love in reverse. So you guys had a past life history, okay, with this energy. And you could have had a lot of financial and material changes happen. And or you will, depending upon what season you're in while watching this. And as you know, I don't choose the cards to come out or the storyline. The Holy Spirit does. Yeah, so it's like, basically they're saying this energy is spiritually weak. And don't get me wrong, we're not perfect, and okay? But also at the same time, it's like what it would take for a person to maintain a stable, healthy connection. This energy or energies for my poly people, okay, this is a safe and sacred space, all right? So if you're monogamy, poly, LGBTQIA+, we don't discriminate love over here, okay? We just mainly care about your morality, integrity, and how you treat people, all right? And love on the Lord. So, yeah, and it's like they're not having a new start because of all the karma that they have to pay back, and or you're not. So it's like they're upset about that. So it's like, for example, you know, when you are in a committed connection, let's say a monogamous commitment, whether that's in a relationship or in the form of a marriage, unless you have a consent from both parties to have like a separate thing going on, like, okay, you know, like an outside connection, an open marriage, thank you, Holy Spirit, then no, right? Doing anything that your spouse wouldn't want you to do would be considered cheating. Okay. And so this is like somebody that doesn't have control over their urges because they didn't do the shadow work to heal their unhealed wounds that even, you know, planted those negative seeds in the first place. Right. So it's like some of you guys may have to make a head over heart decision, or you're being guided to, because this energy is not making the necessary decisions to, not even just for you, for themselves, you know, because it's like when you just give yourself to any and everybody, and not just on a dating sense, because even somebody that's single, and has like an emotional intelligence and self-love, they're still going to be mindful. They don't care if they're single and available. They're not just going to date anybody. They're not just going to give their body to just anybody. No, they have standards. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Standards, morals, values, beliefs. And they're not just going to, they value their time. They value their energy, right? They're mindful of who they surround themselves with, because everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. And don't get me wrong, yes, you do have wolves in sheep's clothing, but it's learning how to recognize those red flags so that you don't continue building an attachment to someone or people that you may need to detach yourself from right away. Okay? And I know that can be easier said than done. So yeah, but it's like it's like not understanding. Somebody's not understanding that. Like, because you chose not to heal, and because you chose to see that nothing was wrong with your actions, this is why you are not having certain outcomes. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you can be planting those good seeds and you still may not be seeing, listen, trust. And so, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to happen, right? Oh, sorry, y'all. I got my charger connected and it said whoop. Okay. All right. So just keep hanging in there, guys, because it's nothing nice when you're dealing with somebody that doesn't make you feel valued, doesn't make you feel appreciated, right? But also at the same time, this is where we also have to take accountability ourselves and say, okay, well, since we don't like how they're treating us, we need to just go, right? We need to, and sometimes that might, that's easier said than done, especially when you really love somebody. And especially if you got kids with them, everybody's in different circumstances. Also at the same time, this is why it's so important to recognize those red flags in the beginning so that, you don't continue on with someone who, is bad for you. And, and I had to learn that too, right? Continuing to, go forward with somebody, hoping that things would change. And not that you shouldn't have hope. But it's like a person that genuinely has your best interest at heart. Like they're going to, when you tell them like, hey, this is hurting me, or hey, I don't like that, they should be doing everything in their power to make sure that they don't do that thing that you said again, because they genuinely value you. And anybody that values and appreciates you is not going to purposely put themselves in a position to lose you. Okay? No, you're not going to be perfect. But again, a person is not going to purposely, intentionally put themselves in a position to lose you. Okay? Yeah, this person was weak. And I don't like to usually say that word. This person was weak. Weak to their disciplines. Weak to their urges. This is somebody that would have created a broken household because they did not heal. Or you. Flip the energies as you see fit. Because, the thing is, even if you were able to co-parent in peace, you still have to also at the same time think about the child's well-being as well. Right? Everybody doesn't want a relationship or a marriage. Hey, and that's fine. That's respectable. Know what you want so you don't drag somebody down misery lane, for them, because you're not giving them what they want. But also at the same time, also got to think about the child. Like, okay, even if you do co-parent, see if you could do things as much as possible together, right? Because, not every two-parent household is the best, because you could have a two-parent household and they could treat you like shit. Okay? However, you could have a two-parent household and you do have a little less, typically, not all the time, right? Because you have two incomes, typically, right? So more support. And then, if you have parents that want to be parents, they're looking after you like they're supposed to, in a sense, right? They're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? But this is someone where it's like, they would create broken homes on broken homes and not think about how it's impacting the child, right? Not thinking that, oh, we need to spend time together and we need to, be healthy around each other because we have little ones that's looking at us, right? Children are sponges. And this is somebody that wouldn't even think about that because they're too busy thinking about themselves. And I always say this, how a person treats you will somewhat reflect how they would possibly treat your child. Okay? So, you know, just be mindful, because if they can't respect you, what makes you think they're going to respect the child? If they don't want to calm down and problem solve with you, what makes you think they're going to be able to calm down and problem solve with the child? Okay? You know, people got to be mindful of creating broken households, because that's exactly why somebody's dealing with the unhealed partner. I mean, it's not your fault, but it's like dealing with these broken households, these, you know, traumas in these households, and people wonder why they kid act the way they do, and so on and so forth. Make sure you paying attention to your children. They didn't ask to be here from a 3D perspective. That was for somebody. So, yearning is here. Missing you, thinking about the good times. I never had someone like you. So they're missing you. Okay? You know. But also at the same time, they know they fucked up. All right? They know that they were not the mature energy that you needed. Or you weren't the mature energy that somebody needed. All right? And they know that you want someone that's grounded, practical, you know, self-made, ambitious, loyal, unconditionally loving, you know, patient, has the Lord in their life, right? Not perfect, not holier than thou, has your best interest at heart. They want to see you win. They want to help you get there, whether they get something out of it or not, right? Because it's all about you. I mean, you know each other, the connection. However, you know, the selfless, the sacrifice, the willingness, the desire, the faithfulness, the commitment, the consistency, the reciprocation, right? The beauty on top of the world. Multiple options, dates booming, they're ready for love. So they may try to come back and tell you that they want to work things out after dealing with, you know, multiple options, okay? Or this could be you, flip energies as you see fit. But that's going to be up to you what answer you want to give them. Yeah, look at that. Look, should I stay or should I go? A lot of you guys, you're going to be contemplating that. A lot of you guys already have. Yeah, this person feels like a fool because they feel rejected, you know, just like they made you feel rejected. Separation, split, or time apart. We need a break from each other. So for some of you guys, that's on the horizon, depending upon what season you're in. And for some of you guys, it's already happened. Okay. Yeah, but it's like, you know, they're obsessed, you know, yearning for you. And don't get me wrong, but this is like the dangerous kind of obsessed. The I can't respect your boundaries obsessed because I didn't heal. And no, that's not an excuse. The I'm gonna keep invading your space and privacy because I feel like you belong to me. That entitlement, that false entitlement type of thing. So y'all be careful. Okay. Final message, Holy Spirit. Understand it. Talking things out, hearing one another, compromising. So they want to talk to you because they feel like you're the one. And this, for a lot of you guys, yes, this was supposed to be for your forever love. This was supposed to be your divine counterpart for some of you guys. For others of you, this was supposed to be, you know, the partner that you started a business with, right? Not necessarily romantic, because everybody's not dealing with necessarily a romantic, but having love for someone like a family member, a friend, somebody that you know a long time in an organization. You know, some of you guys possibly is going to start a non-for-profit, you know, something like that, right? You know, talked about having a home. However, somebody, again, just like part one, somebody ascended and somebody chose not to. And you're not responsible for anybody's choices and vice versa. Okay. Now, if you want to book a personal reading, you can feel free to do so via the website link that's linked in the description box, DonJuanSpiritualGuidance.com. Also, feel free to check out our Zodiac/Collective YouTube channel. That link is in the description box, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance. Those are also timeless readings over there. Okay. So thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember that you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.